Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Friday Yoga. And I hope you get to relax and stretch everything out today. So we're actually going to start standing up today. Plant your feet nice and wide, kind of like hip width apart. And then you're just going to start rolling your shoulders up and down, all the way up and down. We'll go 2 more times and then we'll go forward. And go forward for 4. So really exaggerate the move. You can actually do this with your eyes closed if you want. Like really plant your feet nice and firm into the mat and lengthening, keeping your abs nice and strong and in. And just now roll them back and down again, and then just kind of settle. Try to press those shoulders down. Think about lengthening your neck, hands down. You can turn your palms towards the front if you want. And then just breathe deeply, relaxing, getting to the mode of slowing down the pace, focusing on your breathing and relaxing. Just relax the shoulders. Keep on rolling them back and down if you find them kind of still wanting to rise up. Just relax, close your eyes, and then give yourself like a little slight bend in the knees. Just you're still kind of pressing through the heels, but you're just bending the knees slightly. You're gonna open up, try to keep the neck nice and straight. Just open the arms out. I'm going to turn this way, and then you're going to round and spread your shoulder blades open, bringing space between the shoulder blades, and then open up, stretch up your chest, and round. So you inhale as you open, and then exhale, round, exhale, open, and inhale. 2 more times. Inhale all the way up. Open. You almost feel your abs engage when you do this. Perfect. We're going to inhale all the way up. And you're going to fall down with your legs slightly bent. Try to keep your back straight. I'm going to turn my mat just a little bit for this one here. And keep your legs nice and bent, and then go all the way down. You're gonna round your back and roll yourself up, warming everything up, legs and back. Inhale all the way up, lengthen, fold forward. Keep the slight bend in your knees at first, since we're just starting. Drop all the way down, roll up. Awesome. All the way up, lengthen. Bring those biceps by the ears. Exhale, fold, slight bend in the knees, and roll up. 1 more time around. All the way up, and fold, slight bend in the knees, and roll. Awesome. We're gonna inhale up. We're gonna go all the way down. Straight legs if you can. Inhale into your flat back and fold. Just relax here. Think about already feeling the length through the legs. Just drop your head down, grab your elbows and kind of relax. Just almost leave gravity, just do its work. Kind of like separating your vertebrae. Just let your head drop, relax the shoulders. Inhale into your flat back, lengthen, you're pushing your butt back, and then go all the way down. You're gonna step into plank. You're gonna hold the plank just a little bit. We're gonna drop onto our knees in just a moment, but just breathe. Try to bring those shoulders back and down. Drop the knees down, relax the top of your feet. Just hold here. Inhale, so in here, even though you're on your knees, try to keep a straight line between your knees, your hips, and your shoulders. Just hold here. Squeeze your abs, and we're gonna gradually come all the way down. all the way down, and you can give yourself a nice little gentle cobra, elbows pointing back, and then just kind of turn your head side to side, ear to shoulder, and one more time on each side, and back to center. Put your toes, curl your toes under, and then press yourself gently with your legs bent all the way to a gentle down dog. So here, focus on the arms first. You can relax the legs. You're bringing the tailbone up. Heels are off the mat. Just now, you're pressing through the fingers. You're lengthening through the arms. You're bringing your shoulders back. Make sure you're breathing. Think about lengthening your upper half from the lower back, from your tailbone all the way to your fingertips. Keeping the shoulders relaxed. Perfect. Bend your knees just a little bit more and walk yourself all the way to the very front. Inhale all the way up and then fold. Swan dive the arms. We're going to do this one more time and then we'll speed it up. All the way down. Inhale into your flat back. Lengthen. Step it back. You're in plank. So get into your perfect plank first before you drop down to the knees as you're keeping your abs nice and engaged. Drop the top of your feet down. Bend at the elbows. So make sure your elbows are pointing back. Gradually, with the strength of your abs, go all the way down gently. And lengthen your upper body. Lengthen the spine. And go. And turn your head. So you drop your chest down and then you just turn your head side to side, kind of loosening up the neck. Make sure you're breathing. Curl your toes under. And push it all the way back. Bend your knees and you're like kind of pushing your butt towards the ceiling. Tailbone to the ceiling. Press through the fingers. Lengthen your spine. Just feel your body warming up and feel the lengthening happening as you're relaxing. Make sure you're not holding your breath. Bend your knees a little more and then step it all the way forward. Inhale into your flat back, straight legs, fold all the way down. Swan dive, inhale all the way up, abs in, drop the shoulders down as you lift the fingers to the ceiling. Fold all the way forward. We're going to do 2 sun salutation regular with our thighs off the mat. Stay into your plank or drop onto your knees if you need to. We're going to try to hold down, curl your toes, and up dog. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Try to keep your gaze kind of like a few inches in front of your mat versus bringing your head way back, putting too much stress on your neck. Curl your toes under, push back to down dog. Lengthen. Now you can try to maybe pedal your feet a little bit so that you can bring your heels down. Feel a good stretch on your calves. Bend both knees. Step it all the way forward. Just one more like this. And all the way up. Lengthen. Perfect. Fold forward with your flat back, straight legs. Inhale into your flat back. You're pushing your butt back and then you're reaching with the crown of your head towards the front of the room. Bring your hands down. You're back to plank. Slow chaturanga. Nice and strong and controlled. Up dog. And all the way to down dog. So now you can either pedal your feet or you can just drive, keeping your feet parallel. Drive your heels to your mat. Lengthen through the arms. Make sure you relax those shoulders. Tailbone to the ceiling. You're going to bring that right leg up. Lengthen first. Make sure you get some length. You're pointing the toe and you're shifting your weight towards your left heel. You're going to bend the knee now. You can still point the toe or you can flex, whatever is comfortable for you. And we're gonna do 6 circles. Down, circle those hips, relax the shoulders. I just checked mine. That's 3, 4, 5, and on the last one, you're gonna hold. So bring that knee up as far as you can, flexing your foot. And then now just kind of open up that hip. Your belly button now face the right side of the room. Just open, open. And swing it all the way to the front. Stay in your low lunge. Just drop, just hold it here. And then bring the back foot front. All the way to the front. Inhale into your flat back. We're going to do this on the other side. All the way down. And swan dive all the way up, lengthen and fold. Inhale into your flat back. Step back into your plank. Chaturanga down. And up dog. Lengthen. Remember to keep your neck in line. Press all the way to down dog. Now you're going to lift the other leg. So left leg up. Think about lengthening first. So you're pressing through your fingers. You're pushing your weight back towards the right heel. As you lift the left leg, pointing the toe, you're squeezing your glutes. Bend your knee. And then circle. Circle that knee. Draw a little circle with your knee. Open up, loosening up those hips. That hip on the left side. We've got 3 more. Just small or big circle, whatever feels good to you. And you're going to keep that heel up on the last one. Flex your foot, open up. Try to lift that knee, squeezing your glutes as high as you can, and then open. Open up that hip. Make sure you're breathing. Try to relax your shoulders and not shrug them. Perfect. And then swing that leg all the way to the front. You're in low lunge on the left side. Just hold here. Try to maintain a 90-degree angle with that front leg. You can drop the knee if you don't feel comfortable, as long as you feel a really good stretch on that hip flexor. It's all good. And bring it back up and bring it all the way to the front. You're going to drop down into a squat. So you can have your hands right here. You can have your hands on your hips, or you can have your hands over. We're just going to flow through this. We're going to do this 6 times. So squeeze your shoulder blades together. You're pressing through the heels. You're pushing your butt back. And you release and fold forward. From here, you're going to bend your knees and roll all the way up. Inhale up. Press through the heels. You're going to gently drop your behind down. Squeezing your inner thighs together. Try to bring, the arms will be very tempted to come down. Try to keep them up by your ears as much as you can. Grab some length. Lengthen through your spine. Release down. All the way. Bend your knees. Roll up. That's 2. We have 4 more. Inhale. All the way up. Lengthen. Drop it down to your chair. You're squeezing your inner thighs together. Press through the heels. Push your butt back. You're trying to reach a chair that's too far behind you. Arms up. Lengthen. Breathe. 1 more deep breath. And exhale. Fold. Relax your lower back. You can hang here for a little bit. You can even grab your elbows. Roll all the way up. Inhale up. And drop it down. Big inhale. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees, roll up. And again, lengthen. Drop it down. Fold forward. Bend your knees, roll up. Last two. Inhale up. Come down. Big inhale. Exhale, fold. Roll up. You should feel that lower back kind of loosening a little bit. Lengthen up, drop it down. And exhale, fold. Perfect. Bend your knees and roll all the way up. We're gonna inhale, arms up, lengthen, fold forward. Inhale into your flat back, lengthen, get some length and relax those shoulders. Step back into plank. We're gonna hold here. We're gonna go from plank to down dog 6 times. Nice and strong. Make sure you squeeze your abs, you squeeze your quadriceps in your plank. Now, before you go, so instead of thinking about pushing back, think about pushing up and back. You're rising those hips all the way up to the ceiling. Lengthen. Try to straighten those legs, pressing the heels down. And then come back to your plank and hold. Roll those shoulders back and down away from the ears. Push back. Down dog. And again. So you inhale as you push back. And exhale, coming down. 3 more times. Loosen up those shoulders. And strengthening the abs. Last one, push back to down dog. Come back to your plank. Drop to your knees and then push back to child's pose. Lengthen. Fingertips up if you want. And come into an all-4 position. So we're gonna do, it's kind of like threading the needle for the shoulder, but we're gonna stay up. We're not gonna drop the shoulder. We're gonna extend that right arm. You're gonna lengthen. So your knees are right underneath the hips, hands right underneath the shoulders. Grab some length over here. You're gonna reach down, but keeping your body up. So you're really reaching, stretching, and then you're gonna come up and then twist gently. Opening up that chest, using that left hand for support, and you're pressing through your mat. And again, inhale and exhale, open. Awesome. Try to keep your abs nice and tight. That will protect your lower back. That's 3. 3 more. Inhale. And exhale. And last one here. Perfect. We're gonna relax on the other side. So like before we go to the other side, we're gonna do cow and cat. So you're gonna inhale, arch your back, lengthen, pressing through the arms. Try not to overextend your elbows. Keep your abs nice and tight, and then roll and spread your shoulder blades open. And down, lengthen your spine. Try to keep the neck in line. Try not to bring your head up like that. It's very stressful for the neck. Press and round your back. Inhale up. Exhale, round. Inhale up. Inhale up. Perfect. And round. And now come back to your neutral position. And we're going to do that same shoulder opener exercise on the other side. I'm going to go sideways. So hips right underneath, knees right underneath the hips, hands underneath the shoulders. Extend that left arm, reach, and then go all the way under. Try to keep the right arm straight you're reaching, you're trying to grab something on the side and then open up, open that chest. Think about stacking those shoulder blades and try not to collapse completely into that shoulder. Try to keep it elevated, pressing through your mat and keeping the length in your spine, in your neck. All the way up, open, that's 3, 4, and 5, and then last one here. Perfect. Come back to your neutral. And we're gonna press here all the way to a down dog and relax. Come to your plank, chaturanga down, and then relax all the way down. Legs, feet turned up, you're on the top of your feet. Come up into a up dog from here. We're gonna do this in a flow, just 6 times. All the way down here, so curl your toes under. All the way to down dog. Back to plank. Chaturanga, gentle and controlled. And up dog. And push back, down dog. And roll yourself back to plank. Down. So here you can literally drop the legs down if you want and then just stretch up your spine without, and then curl back under and then push back to down dog if you don't want to do the regular chaturanga. If not, down, curl your toes, up dog. Push back, down dog, 2 more times. Press it forward. Chaturanga, up on your toes. Awesome. And roll back. Chaturanga. And up dog. Press it down dog. Awesome. We're gonna work on our core again, and then we're gonna add some legs to this. So you're gonna come back down again, so you can come up a little bit and then kind of roll those shoulders back and down and relax the upper body. We're gonna stay in bird dog, then we're gonna come up and do everything on our legs. So we're gonna knock down the upper body at first and then move on. So you're here, we're gonna do this bird dog exercise. So you're gonna bring that leg out, straight out, try to keep the hips leveled, lift the opposite arm. We're gonna work on our abs at first. So you're gonna curl, bring the knee to the elbow, squeeze your abs, and then extend everything. Just 4 times. That's 2. So you inhale, lengthen, and then exhale when you bring it in. Again. Perfect. Now you're gonna bring the hand down, relax a little bit. You're gonna keep this leg. You're gonna bring it up. You're gonna try to bring it all the way to the side, back, and down. Lift, out, back, and in. Up, out, pointing the toe. You can actually tap the floor if you don't want to keep the leg up. That's 3. We've got 3 more. Up, out, back, and down. Try to keep those hips leveled. The goal is to create mobility in your hips. Back and down. Spread your knees a little bit. We're gonna stretch it out a little bit before we do the other side. Stretch it back. You can actually bring your arms back if you want to give your shoulders a little bit more rest. Release. And other other side. So we're gonna be here on our shoulders. I'm gonna change so that you can see the leg move. And so you're gonna reach, opposite leg, opposite arm. Try to keep your hips leveled. Squeeze your lengthening that leg in the back. You're keeping your abs nice and tight. You inhale as you lengthen, and then exhale. Crunch it in, bring the knee to the elbow. That's 3. 5, we've got one more. Lengthen and drop that right hand down. Now you can drop the leg at first. You're gonna drop, bring it out to the side, and bring it back out and down. Up, out to the side, up and down. Lengthen the leg, point the toe, open. 3 more times. Up, out, in, and down. 2 more. Up, open, back, down. Last one here. Up, open, and down. Perfect. You can come down onto your knees and then sit up. Sit onto your heels and then just relax. You can lean back a little bit, opening up your chest so you have your fingers pointing on the outside. Just breathe here. And come back to the center. We're gonna clean everything by giving yourselves a few sun salutations. Just 2. Down. Up. And push it back to down dog. Bend your knees, stretch those arms, lengthen, bring those shoulders down. Step it all the way to the front. Inhale up, fold, and then swan dive all the way to the top. And fold again. Inhale into your flat back. And step back to plank. Chaturanga. Up dog. Curl your toes under. And all the way down dog. You're gonna bend your knees and come straight up. Again, we're gonna go back to our chair. You can keep your feet a little bit separated for balance because we're gonna step back into lunges. So you're gonna roll those shoulders back and down. Drop that butt down. Shoulders down, abs in. You can keep your hands in prayer for this one. You're gonna try to step it back into a lunge. Bring your arms up. Breathe, give yourself a really good stretch on that hip flexor. Try to keep the back leg straight. You're pressing through the heel of that front leg. Inhale big. Drop your hands down, get prepared. You're gonna press through that front heel, abs in, and you're gonna bring, keeping the leg bent, the standing leg bent, and then come up to your chair. And again, so we're gonna do 6 times with each leg. So step back, up to your high lunge. You can even wiggle. I have to wiggle my hip to kind of like really get it to do what I want it to do. Somehow it's still maybe tight a little bit. Inhale up. And bring your hands down in prayer. Roll those shoulders back and down. Engage your abs before you propel yourself to the front. Keeping that knee bent. Controlled and down. 4 more times. Breathe. Bring the shoulders back before you go. Gently step back. Once you're stable, come up. Hands down in prayer, abs in. Step it forward. Breathe here, gather. It's almost like chair is a relief now. Step all the way back. Inhale up. Hands down. Feet together. Awesome. We've got 2 more. Breathe. Step it back. Inhale up. Hands down. And in. Get ready. This is your last one. Breathe. Step back. Inhale all the way up. Perfect. From here, bring your feet together. Bring your arms up. We're gonna hold for just a little bit. Giving your best. And fold forward. Get some rest here. You can grab your elbows. Relax, relax the upper body. Just allow the weight of your head to just drop down and kind of create some lengthening with its weight from all the way from your tailbone all the way to your neck. Relaxing the shoulders. Try not to hold anything. And then roll yourself up. Inhale all the way up. Spread your feet a little bit before we go to the other side. Inhale up. Drop those shoulders down. Open to the side. Breathe. You can look down if you want. Lengthen. Think about going up and over. You're trying to reach the top corner of the room. And release. Inhale up. And other side. So we have the other side to do. Get ready. Now you know where you're going. And perfect. You're going to come here. So you're going to be in your chair. I'm going to show you the move here without stepping on my dog. All the way. So you're going to be in chair. So look, your spine is going to be nice and straight. You're pressing through the heels. You're squeezing your inner thighs together. Inhale and then gently. So you're pressing through that right heel as you gently step back into your high lunge. Bring the arms up. Big inhale. And bring your hands down. And gently step it back. Return to your perfect chair every time you're here. Try not to straighten any legs as you go. Step it all the way back. Stabilize. Reach the arms up. Drop the shoulders down. Inhale. Hands together down to your heart. Step it all the way back to the front. Step back. Inhale, exhale, hands down, step it to the front. Control, abs in. Hands up, inhale, big. Gather the energy, come down, step it forward. Last one. Inhale, exhale, step back. Drop those shoulders down. Inhale up. Gather the energy. Bring it forward. Now drop it as low as you can go. Arms up. Biceps by the ears. Drop those shoulders down. You're reaching up with your fingers. Reaching down with your butt. All the way down. Inhale and then exhale. Fold and release. All the way. You can grab your ankles. Or you can grab your elbows. And just relax. You can even bend your knees slightly if you want at some point, if you want to come all the way to a nice stretch. Getting all that pressure off your lower back. Travel. And run away from you. All the way up and then come up back to the front of your mat. Inhale, we're going to stretch those hips again, all the way up. Fold forward. Inhale into your flat back. Lengthen here. Step back. Straight to down dog. And then step forward with your right leg. You're gonna drop the left knee down. You're gonna be up into a low lunge, supported, hands right underneath the knee. You're pressing through that front heel. Those shoulders are relaxed. Just breathe and settle. We're gonna gradually intensify the hip stretch here. We've done this a few times before. Bring it back down, curl those toes under, go back to plank, hold, engage those abs. Always shoulders right over the hands. Push back, tailbone up. Stretch out, relax the shoulders. Step it forward with your left leg. Drop the knee down, relax the foot. Come up. Awesome. Every time you inhale, you kind of release from the stretch and come up. And then on the exhale, you just let everything go. Awesome. Curl those toes under. Back to plank. Hold for a second. Shoulders back. Press it back to down dog. Right leg forward. Now if you can try to stay up on your toes. Come up, hands on your thighs if you want. We're going to inhale all the way up. Sink nice and low. Bring your hands to your heart into a prayer position. Roll those shoulders back and down. Lengthen your spine. Think about somewhat like a thread pulling you. So you're sinking down with the hips, but the upper body is lengthening. Inhale, and then come down into your prayer. So you're bringing that left elbow on the outside of that right knee. So you may find that your leg has risen a little bit. So just try to come down, bending that knee. And twist. Just give yourself a few breaths here. Feel that hamstring firing up. Perfect. Come on all the way back up. Hands down. Push it back to plank and then push it back to down dog. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. So bring that left leg forward. Inhale up. Drop that hip down. Give yourself a really good stretch. Bring your hands down. Roll the shoulders back and down. You're nice and tall. And you're sinking low. 90-degree angle with that front leg. Big inhale. And gently twist as you come down, bringing that right elbow on the outside of the left knee. Breathe. Try to sink down. Don't forget, keeping that 90-degree angle with that front leg if you can. Drop it low. One more deep breath. And release. Perfect. Hands down. Push it back to down dog. And again, other side. Right leg goes back. You're going to drop the knee again. And you're just going to walk that foot on the outside. So just relax here. Relax the top of your foot in the back. You're nice and tall in your torso. You're going to drop and open that leg outside. Support yourself. You can even use a block underneath this left hand if you want. Try to bring the arm out. You don't have to bring it up. You can just keep it just like a natural extension of your shoulders straight out. Leave that knee drop out to the side. Make sure you're breathing. On the exhale, go a little bit further back. And again. Every time, go a little further. And then when you're ready, you can actually just bring the top of your hand on your lower back and then just open that shoulder. leg back. You're gonna press to your down dog. And we're gonna do the same thing on the other side. So give yourself a nice stretch here. You can even pedal your feet a little bit, loosen up those legs. Step it forward with your left leg. Drop the knee down. So really you should feel already a really good stretch here. Try not to keep that knee too close so that this knee doesn't go too forward. You want to keep pressing through the heel of that front leg and you're stepping back just like you do a lunge, a standing lunge, so that you're not putting any stress on your knees. Breathe here. Put your hands down, relax the upper body, and you're gonna walk that foot away from you, and you're gonna roll on the outside of it, and letting that knee drop to the side. Relax in this position at first, staying with your torso straight up, lengthening. Drop the right hand down. Gently open up the arm, so your weight is gonna kind of shift towards the right side. Try to keep it stable. Open up. Inhale. And then exhale, open. Inhale. Open. Try not to sink in this shoulder. Make sure you're keeping the arm nice and long and strong, pressing through the fingers, keeping the space between your shoulder and your ears. One more big inhale. All the way, bring that hand back. All the way. You can even bring it back here. You can even grab your elbow if you want. Open up. Every time you exhale, you just turn a little bit, opening up that shoulder. Bring that hand down and release. It may take you a little bit of time to kind of unroll that toe, those toes and that foot. But just press back to down dog and breathe, pedal your feet. Awesome. And walk it forward. I'm gonna come down into a squat. We're gonna stretch and relax that lower back and then stretch out our inner thighs. So come down, you can have your feet slightly open. Inhale all the way up. First we're gonna do a little bit of a dynamic move to kind of loosen up, and then we're gonna do a final stretches. And we'll be ready for a relaxed weekend. So first you come down, you relax. Feel the relaxation happening as you're sinking down. If you need to sit on a block, feel free. So now the entire feet are on the ground. So if you find that your heels can't touch, I would suggest to sit on a block or a little stool or something. Inhale all the way up. Hands down as you lower, like you're sliding down along a wall. Nice and relaxed. Press up, all the way up. Inhale. And then 2, come down. 4 more. All the way up. You're pressing through the heels when you come up, so that you're not putting any pressure. You should be able to almost wiggle your toes as you press through the heels and reach up. No pressure on the knees. And up. The last one we're gonna hold, so you can spread a little bit more. And then here, once you're settling, whether you're sitting on your little stool or block, you can press those elbows out. Really spread out those hips. Inhale up. Drop your left hand down and then open up. Drop the right hand down, anchor it on the inside of your right knee, and then open up. One more time on each side. Down, up. Our hips need so much opening. We're never opening them up really. So they get tight. That's why we need hip replacement at some point in our lives because we've never worked them. So just fold forward, spread your feet, wide feet, toes pointing forward. You inhale into your flat back first, lengthening, relaxing the shoulders. And then fold all the way forward. We're gonna do some inner thigh stretch. From here, you're gonna bend the knee, you're pressing through the heel. And all you're doing is just bending the knee. So you don't have to go as low, you don't have to put your hands on the ground. You can stay up here. And then come up. Inhale, lengthen. And then exhale, bend to the other side. If you want to put your hands down for a little extra. 2 more times. 1 more on each side. And then we'll twist it open a little bit for a deeper stretch that you can work towards. Now go back to that front side, that first side you did. So you're here, you're gonna drop and you're gonna open up the other foot. So you're sinking, you kind of find your perfect position with your hands. Try to open up and flexing that foot. You can have, some people have one hand behind them, one in the front to kind of stabilize. Bring your hands back forward and then go to the other side. Down and open. So you may have to kind of play with it until you find your right groove. Once you find it, just try to breathe. Perfect. Now we're gonna stretch those hips a little bit more, a little deeper, but now we're kind of like open them quite a bit. So I'm gonna go frontward here. You're gonna start on all fours. So that way you create already a 90-degree angle with those legs, and then just try to kind of walk your knees out 1 little inch at a time until you can't go anymore, but keep a 90-degree angle with those legs. Spread it out, one side at a time, out, out. Once you are where you can't go anymore, just breathe. And then kind of slowly you can drop down onto your elbows and kind of really just breathe through it. And then you will find yourself kind of like dropping into it, relaxing into the pose. Your inner thighs are gonna relax. Those hips are gonna open naturally. If you feel a little bit of cramping, make sure you're just breathing really deeply. Don't hold your breath during stretches like this. One more deep breath. And then to release from this, you're gonna walk forward. Give yourself dropping your belly down all the way forward and push it back to child's pose. You're gonna come up on all fours. On your back, I'm sorry. All fours, but on our back. Facing up. Heels down. You're gonna have the palms of your head a little bit on the right behind you. Facing outward a little bit. Just loosen up those shoulders. You're gonna inhale, and then on the exhale, you're gonna bring those hips up. Stretching out these arms, those biceps. Try to look straight forward. You're pressing your butt back. You're creating a tabletop with your body.
You're squeezing your glutes as you're stretching your upper body open. And drop it down. Drop your upper body all the way down. We're gonna do the same pose. You're gonna kind of walk your shoulder blades together as you lift those hips into a bridge. You can actually grab your hands underneath. This is very relaxing. So just bring those hips up. Close your eyes. Give me 2 more deep breaths. As you keep your hips up, you can bring the palms of your hands down flat on your mat, and then kind of one shoulder at a time, kind of spread it open, and then gently drop your hips down, and then bring your knees to your chest, and relax. You're gonna drop one leg, and kind of like circle that knee around, like kind of keeping on loosening up those hips. And spinal twist, bring it all the way over. Try to keep the shoulder, the arm in the exact extension of that shoulder, so you're not working, you're actually relaxing and just stretching, opening up those, even that shoulder here. Bring it back in, and drop the other leg. Big inhale, and on the exhale, fold it over. And perfect. Bring yourself to the front. You can bring your hips, the soles of your feet together. And just relax. Inhale all the way up, and then on the exhale, fold all the way forward. Again, you're pressing on the inside of your knees, opening up those hips. Spread your legs open if you can. You can actually push your butt forward so that you get a bigger opening. Inhale all the way up, and then exhale, fold gently. Try to keep a straight spine. Inhale up, and exhale, fold. Inhale up, exhale, fold. And cross your legs. One more time, we're just gonna roll those shoulders back and down, so a relaxed cross-legged position. And then reach over, big stretch. Try to keep both sit bone down. And then on the side. Awesome. Inhale up, you're gonna bring your hands behind your head, like you would do for a crunch. Lean back, and then kind of abs in though. Try to keep the spine nice and long and tall. And then just open those shoulders, like press those elbows out. That feels really good. Relaxing your neck. And relax the arms. Inhale all the way up. And hands down in prayer in front of your heart. Close your eyes. Be grateful for today. Be grateful for this weekend coming up. And bow down to yourself. And enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you for coming. And I will see you next time. Have a wonderful day.